Are you an INTJ or INTP struggling to navigate the emotional labyrinth of relationships? Imagine transforming your logical prowess into a powerful tool for emotional connection. Today, we're diving into the world of INTJs and INTPs, unraveling the mysteries of communication in personal relationships. It's not just about intellect. It's about harmonizing your logical mind with the emotional depth of your bonds. Let's embark on a journey to enhance your relationship communication, blending logic with emotion for a deeper, more meaningful connection. Imagine you're in a conversation where your partner is sharing deep emotions, but you find yourself analyzing their words more than feeling them. This is common for INTJs and INTPs, whose natural inclination is towards logical reasoning. To improve, start by acknowledging this tendency, then consciously shift your focus from analyzing to empathizing. Practice by reflecting on your partner's emotions in your responses. This small change can make your partner feel truly heard and understood, bridging the emotional gap in your communication. By practicing empathy over analysis, you open a new avenue of connection in your relationships, fostering deeper understanding and intimacy. Think of a moment when you felt something deeply but struggled to put it into words. INTJs and INTPs often experience this, as expressing emotions doesn't come as naturally to them. To overcome this, view emotional expression as a skill to develop. Begin with simple expressions of gratitude or affection, like "I appreciate you for," or "I feel happy when." These phrases can help you gradually become more comfortable with sharing your emotions, enhancing the emotional depth of your relationships. As you grow in expressing emotions, you'll find that it not only strengthens your relationships, but also enriches your personal emotional landscape. Have you ever caught yourself preparing your response while your partner is still talking? This is a common hurdle for INTJs and INTPs, who tend to focus on logical responses. To engage in active listening, consciously quiet your inner problem solver. Focus on your partner's words and emotions without planning your reply. Nod, maintain eye contact, and repeat back what you've heard to show you're fully present. This level of engagement shows you value not just the words, but also the emotions behind them. Mastering active listening can transform your conversations into meaningful exchanges, deepening connections and fostering a greater sense of trust. Consider times when discussions with your partner felt like a logical debate rather than a heartfelt conversation. This can leave your partner feeling misunderstood. As an INTJ or INTP, seek a balance by first acknowledging your partner's emotional perspective. Then, gently introduce your logical viewpoint. This approach shows respect for both emotional and rational aspects of the conversation. It helps build a bridge between different communication styles, fostering mutual understanding and respect in the relationship. Finding common ground is not just about compromise, it's about enriching your relationship with a blend of emotional and logical understanding. Picture a disagreement where you're presenting logical arguments, but your partner seems more upset as the conversation progresses. This is a familiar scenario for INTJs and INTPs, who often prioritize logic over emotions in conflicts. To address this, use your logical strengths to understand your partner's emotional needs. Rather than aiming to win the argument, strive to find a solution that considers both emotional and rational perspectives. Ask questions like, "How can we solve this together?" to create a collaborative atmosphere in resolving conflicts. In conflict resolution, using logic compassionately can turn a disagreement into an opportunity for growth and deeper connection in your relationship. Recall a time when you were in an emotionally charged conversation, feeling out of your depth as an INTJ or INTP. Emotions might seem overwhelming or illogical, but they offer valuable insights into your partner's needs. Approach these conversations with an open mind. Acknowledge your discomfort with emotions and express your willingness to understand. Use phrases like, "I may not fully understand how you feel, but I want to learn." This demonstrates your commitment to understanding their emotional perspective and strengthens your bond. Navigating emotional conversations with openness and a willingness to understand can lead to a deeper, more empathetic connection with your partner. Have you ever found yourself puzzled by your partner's emotional response to a situation? For INTJs and INTPs, this can be a common challenge. Develop empathy. Try to view situations from your partner's perspective. Ask yourself, how would I feel in their place? This doesn't mean disregarding your own logic, but enriching it with an understanding of their emotions. Empathizing with their feelings can significantly improve the emotional depth and understanding in your relationship. Developing empathy by considering your partner's perspective enhances your relationship, making it more robust and harmonious. Imagine your relationship as a journey where you occasionally lose track of each other's emotional state. This is where regular check-ins can be invaluable. Set aside a specific time to talk about how each of you feels about the relationship and life in general. Approach these check-ins with an open mind and a willingness to listen. Use this time to express your own feelings and understand your partner's. This habit ensures ongoing communication and prevents misunderstandings from taking root. Regular check-ins not only keep you aligned with your partner's emotional state, but also reinforce the foundation of trust and mutual understanding in your relationship. Visualize a moment where you're listening to your partner, but they say you don't seem interested. For INTJs and INTPs, nonverbal cues can sometimes be overlooked. Remember, communication is not just about words. It's also about body language and facial expressions. To improve, be conscious of your nonverbal signals. Maintain eye contact, nod in agreement, and use open body language to show engagement. These subtle cues can greatly enhance the feeling of emotional connection and show your partner that you are truly present in the conversation. By enhancing your awareness of nonverbal communication, you create a more empathetic and connected atmosphere in your interactions, deepening the unspoken bond. Think of a time when you held back from sharing your fears or uncertainties with your partner. INTJs and INTPs often find vulnerability challenging, fearing it might undermine their logical persona. However, sharing your vulnerabilities is a strength, not a weakness. It deepens trust and connection. Start by sharing small concerns or insecurities with your partner. This openness will not only bring you closer, but also encourage your partner to share their vulnerabilities, fostering a deeper, more intimate bond. Embracing vulnerability allows you to experience a level of intimacy and trust in your relationship that goes beyond intellectual compatibility, strengthening your emotional connection. Recall instances where your partner expressed emotions in a way that seemed overwhelming or unnecessary to you. It's essential to view these moments as opportunities to learn. Emotional expression, which might seem foreign to you, is a vital part of communication for many. Pay attention to how your partner expresses their feelings. Notice the words they use, the tone of their voice, and their body language. Instead of retreating into logic, ask questions to understand their emotions better. This approach will not only help you appreciate the role of emotions and communication, but also improve your emotional expressiveness. Learning from your emotional partner's expressions can open new pathways of understanding, enriching your relationship with a diverse spectrum of emotional communication. Imagine a situation where you and your partner are making a decision, and you find yourself solely relying on logic while your partner is driven by emotions. This common scenario for INTJs and INTPs can lead to frustration on both sides. To balance this, openly acknowledge both logical and emotional perspectives. For instance, when discussing a decision, first validate your partner's feelings by saying, "I understand why you feel this way," before presenting your logical viewpoint. This balanced approach ensures that both emotional and rational aspects are considered, leading to more harmonious decision-making. Balancing logic and emotion in decision-making fosters a more inclusive and empathetic environment, ensuring that both partners feel heard and valued in their relationship. In mastering relationship communication, INTJs and INTPs blend your analytical minds with emotional insight. Embrace empathy, express emotions, and engage actively. Your journey towards balanced communication paves the way for deeper, more fulfilling connections. Let's transform logic into love.